Hey everybody, I am here with Mr. Daisy and it is cocktail time. And we are not doing just one, but two cocktails tonight. Basically because we couldn't decide. So we are doing a snowball, which is not a traditional snowball, and Mr. Daisy will explain that in a minute. But then we are also doing, we're tossing ideas back and forth. We found one called an Alaskan yellow snow, which, ew, but we did a test on it and it was way too sour. Way too, very tart.
There's a lot of lemon in it. And
so we sat and played around and we pulled from that one and we came up with our own drink and we are calling it a Northern Lights, which again goes perfectly with the theme of this month's collection, which is Nordic Skies. So, but we're going to start with the snowball.
Snowball, the Advocaat snowball. Advocaat is actually a Dutch eggnog, only it's a brandy based.
And what is the brand name? Warnix?
Warnix.
Warnix.
I believe, yeah. Warninks. Warnix. Warnix Advocaat. Advocaat. Yeah. So, unfortunately,
in Michigan,
Advocaat as a grouping used to be available. For what reason ever in the last 24 months, it is no longer available. It's no longer approved by the Michigan Liquor Commission. However, it is available in a whole lot of other states.
So you can get the original.
And we'll go through the slight variation that we had to go through because we were kind of wanting to pay homage to Mrs. Daisy's heritage being Dutch. So what we came up with was St. Clara, which is actually a Mexican variation. It's slightly thinner than the Dutch version. Thinner being that the actual consistency, if you look at the way that it actually kind of runs down the bottle. Yes, I know it probably looks really weird on your screen, but it actually, it's relatively thin.
It's thinner, right.
Whereas like the American eggnog is a little thicker.
Mm-hmm.
So keeping that in mind, if you wanted to just decide that you wanted to forego the Advocaat and you want to go to make a mocktail or a non-alcoholic, you could use a traditional
just
American eggnog.
Mm-hmm.
Follow
because that's what this liqueur tastes like. It's a little bit of a boozy eggnog.
Right. So if you notice, the color has changed in the glass. You see how quickly it actually clears up. So this is a bit of a thinner version of the American eggnog or the Dutch Warnix Advocaat. So
you could drink that just straight too. Off the rocks, it's really good.
On the rocks, it's really, really good. So with that in mind, because this was a European-based cocktail, it comes in milliliters, and I tried to do the conversion over to ounces in order to be able to make it so that it was easier.
It wasn't.
And it's not. It's a ridiculous, like you need 10 milliliters. So to give you an idea, that little tiny line down here at the bottom is 10 milliliters.
10 milliliters.
What does that translate into in ounces? Yeah, like 0.015 ounces. It's a ridiculous.
Yeah, so we're just sticking with milliliters.
We're gonna stick with the metric system on this one, simply because it works really, really easy. The original recipe calls for 100 milliliters of ginger beer. That original recipe is also calling for the original Advocaat,
right? Yeah,
which is much thicker. I believe you need to have that amount of ginger beer in order to be able to cut the thickness, in order to be able to get it so that it's not a soup.
Right.
It's
so
actually
with
a
our
cocktail.
Taste testing,
we've discovered that with the thinner version of this, you want to back that off to 75 milliliters of ginger beer. And you can do whatever ginger beer you prefer.
Right.
We just happen to like this one because it's very heavy on the ginger. So it's really kind of a little sharper.
Now, we should mention an original Snowball is not made with ginger beer. It's made with lemonade.
Made with lemonade. And we thought double of that.
No, we wanted to try the ginger beer version. So
we got to the ginger beer one and we were like, nope, we're not even going to try to put more citrus into, because 10 milliliters of citrus.
Because of the lime juice, right?
Because of the lime juice, because of the acidity that's there, putting that with anything that has cream in it or an egg yolk in it
will curdle.
And so even with only the 10 mils that we did find, after a few minutes, we noticed that it started to curdle in the bottom of our mixing glass.
It's fine when you're shaking it and everything.
It's fine when you're shaking it, when you're having it as a cocktail. It's fine. It's just something that we're like, we're not even going to try that. But at any rate, I yammer on. Okay, so let's start with a cocktail. There is a few extra things you are going to need. Obviously, your traditional measuring, your mixing tin, your mixing glass, or mixing tin, depending. You will need a strainer. You will need your fine mesh strainer.
He's so happy he gets to use that because he just got that. So he was so happy.
So this is actually, if you go into your baking section, this is a micro sieve that you can use. And they're super cheap. You do not have to buy the super expensive one from a bar warehouse or whatever.
Right.
You can go right to your baking section and they have these little guys, and it's meant for like
powdered
sugar and cinnamon and sugar or whatever to go over your cookies. So you go super cheap and you still get the same result. So you're going to need this because we will be double straining. Adding from that into this, into that.
You need a coupe glass.
Coupe glass. It makes it very fancy.
Well, and the other thing I would say, part of the reason we wanted to show this cocktail also, with the holidays coming up, this is the perfect like Christmas, New Year, holiday beverage.
And
it's really good.
You get to use grandma's coupe glasses that you've had in a very, very fancy break front that nobody ever uses. Because they don't know what to put in it.
They're like, what goes in that?
Well, here we go. So we're going to start off. It calls for 50 mils of our Advocaat or
Santa
Clara Rome Pope, which is just weird, or eggnog. So you're calling for you're calling for 50 mils. Now I have a particular glass. You can get these at any Mega Mart or whatever. And it has all of the measurements on it, whether it's ounces or tablespoons or teaspoons or milliliters. It's got it all.
Mm-hmm.
Great little piece of hardware to have. So we're going to add 50 of that. And you can kind of see how thick it is. Now, obviously, as we all know,
yeah, it's definitely thinner than regular eggnog.
Regular eggnog is definitely thicker than that. So that's the reason for the ginger beer mix there. And then we're going to use 10 mils. I've already cut a lime, and because it's a ridiculously low amount of this, I still have some of my lime left. So going into my little beaker here, 10 mils, which is a ridiculously small amount.
It's actually a pretty simple cocktail, really.
So to give you an idea, that's 10 mils. It's just a ridiculously small amount. Now, I did this to help get all of that because it is so thick. You can pour that back in, give that a little swish, and then dump that in. And then add ice. Give that a shake.
So what is it traditionally that they have with eggnog? What is it, brandy, or what do they normally?
Normally made with a brandy.
With a brandy. So this, I feel like it just
It
brightens
makes it a little
it
bit
a little
lighter.
bit. Yeah.
So here comes the tricky bit. So your coupe glass, your first strainer, and your second strainer.
Yeah, it's really super sweet. And it has almost like a teeny bit of a froth on the top.
But the froth really, really comes in, and that's what the ginger beer is for. Because traditionally this is made with egg whites in the original recipe. But when you use the ginger beer that's what gives you, oh, it's not lemonade. The original, not the original recipe, but the second recipe that we looked at actually calls for Prosecco.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was
and that gives you the bubble. That was a snowflake.
A snowflake with Prosecco.
So then we are going to add 75 mils because this is a touch thinner.
Super pretty.
And what happens is that the carbonation in this gives you that lovely little foam layer. This is really, really nice. And at your little bar spoon, give it a little stir. Helps kind of agitate it a little bit. Also helps kind of bring those bubbles up. Kind of gives you a really, really nice little head on that. Which then you can garnish how you like, but we did have dehydrated
orange slice,
and then a star of anise. And just let that float. And that
gives a nice note on the
is
top.
your snowball. An avocado snowball.
Isn't that pretty? It's really good. It seems like it would be a strange mix.
But what's really, really nice about it is
it lightens up that eggnog, and it brightens it. It's very, very good.
And really, really, honestly, if you don't want to have it, like, again, we say, if you want to make this as an NA or a mocktail, easily just use your store-bought eggnog, which is going to be thicker.
Yeah, and ginger beer doesn't have any alcohol in it.
Ginger beer doesn't have any alcohol in it. And then, again, if you're using the thicker, use more of this.
Yeah.
So that you get that light airiness about it. We figured that out kind of after making like 3 of these. That was like, whoa, okay, we need to back the ginger down because it was kind of overrunning things. But just backing it down a little bit. If you wind up with this stuff, if you are here in Michigan or in another state that the Liquor Commission has not approved it, this is a really, really good option. If you find something else that is of other
throw
origins,
it in the comments below. We'd love that.
Throw it in there because this was the only thing that was available in the state of Michigan. This was the only thing that was approved by the Liquor Commission. So if you guys have a different version, if you have one from somewhere else in the world, this one happens to be from Mexico and then imported into California. If you have one that's from Portugal or from somewhere down in South America, I'm sure they have something. Yeah, let us know. I would love to know the differences between what we have versus what you have, and did you need to alter it?
This will be great for, like I said, this will be great for the holidays. All right, Mr. Daisy's going to clean up a minute, and then we're going to go on to the next one.
We'll be right back.
All right, quick little
through the amazing powers of modern technology.
We are now moving on to a cocktail that we created called the Northern Lights,
which was a variation of the Alaskan yellow snow or something like that. So we changed this up a little bit, and obviously we kind of changed it to our profile. It looks like there's a whole lot of ingredients. Some of these ingredients, i.e. the Midori and the blue curacao, You don't need. We used it just for visual. It's not necessarily going to change
Adds a
the
little bit of
flavor.
flavor.
Nah, but not too much.
Yeah.
But it's really just for the visual aspect of things in order to get those colors kind of swirl through in order to kind of give that northern lights, that aurora borealis look to things. So if you don't have this, most everybody should have basically triple sec, simple syrup, vodka, and sweet and sour, and a lemon juice. So fresh squeezed lemon juice. Start off the party with 1 ounce of that. The original recipe called for 2 ounces of freshly squeezed lemon juice. It was crazy tart.
Yeah,
so we kind of backed that down a bit. But if you're more on the sour side of life than you are on the sweet side of life, then yeah, feel free. You can boast this up as high as you would like.
I think with what the balance that we've created with it, it tastes a little bit more like almost like a lemonade. The original was very much like just super lemon, tart, sour.
Yeah.
This has got a little bit more of that sweet.
All right. So 1 ounce of lemon, 2 ounces of sweet and sour, into our tin. So 1 ounce of simple syrup, which the original recipe called for. And
yeah, if you wanted to go sweeter, you totally could.
Right, you could completely play with your balances here. And then, of course, the triple sec obviously is, maybe we don't know. Obviously, it's basically has more of kind of an orange profile to it. They say a splash. So if you want to tamp down your lemon and you want to bring forward more of your sweetness, a little bit more of this, but they just call for a splash. So that's usually about 1/4 of an ounce-ish. So
it's a splash.
It's a splash. It's just about like that. Not a whole bunch.
And again, not a super, I mean, it looks like it's a complex cocktail, but it's really not. There's not a whole lot of craziness in there.
Right. And then 2 ounces of your vodka, whatever vodka you deem fit. Tonight we're using Absolute Vodka. We will be sampling it with some Kettle One afterwards, just to see if it actually changes things. But realistically, vodka, unless you get crazy with it, it's really not going to change much. So, and that is 2 ounces of that. And of course, not all of my bottles have the fancy pourer on them that limit me to 1 ounce per pour. Now, before we go too crazy, we're going to take that lemon, what's left on that lemon, and we're going to massage the rim a touch. We're going to
sugar the rim.
Sugar the rim.
All festive. Because it is a snowball.
You can use whatever you'd like with that.
No, this is the Northern Lights.
This is Northern Lights.
Snowball, sorry.
So if you wanted to, you could use whatever you'd like with this. If you want to have a little bit more coconut into it, or you could use coconut flake. If you want to use crushed peppermints, all of those would work well with this. It's a pretty neutral cocktail. It would.
Like I said, it's very much a lemonade type of feel.
Yeah. So I mean, if you wanted to add peppermint to it, you could. If you want to use. Let's see, why not?
Maybe. I like the sugar though. Sugar makes me think of like a lemon drop. You know, like when you do a lemon drop shot. And this one you do not have to strain, right?
No straining or anything like that. You will then pour that into your very fancy glass. Add more ice.
Because that's one thing that's nice too, especially if you're using the pebble ice or the smaller ice. It mellows because it melts a little faster. So it mellows as you drink it, which is nice.
So adding more ice, one, makes the glass look fuller. Not everybody has a bar spoon, but you can also do this off the back of any spoon you have.
So this is where, and I'm going to try and, I don't know if it's going to let me zoom in. I'm going to try and zoom in on your glass. There we go. This is where you get the whole northern light effect. So you can't stir it too much. If you stir it too much,
you just want to stir that just to make sure that the ice kind of settles. And then
pour it over
off the back of your bar spoon.
And you can see the little bit of green go down. It's kind of hard on the camera, but it does. And then the blue will do the same thing. And then you kind of get this northern light effect. It's really cool.
Kind of streams a little bit down into the glass. And it also kind of floats it on the top too. And then you garnish that with a lemon wheel, cut deep so that it looks like the setting sun.
The moon. The moon in the sky. Jeffrey says the sun, I say the moon. So
and
that
is our northern lights. And as you can see,
lights.
it starts to kind of changes colors down at the bottom and then it kind of goes up. So we did what we were looking for was something that was it pretty? Was it pretty to look at? And I think it's kind of pretty.
It is kind of pretty. It's got that Northern Lights night Nordic sky kind of look with the moon.
Right.
There you go.
And then a little bit of white fluffy clouds kind of blending in there. So it just depends on where you're at on the glass.
Mm-hmm.
It changes
cool.
colors.
Nice. Well, everyone,
so
thank you. Thank you, Mr. Daisy. That is 2 cocktails.
Two
that
cocktails.
Was a treat this time.
I have no idea how you would make this a non-alcoholic one.
I don't think you would.
I don't think you'd probably want to because I think the vodka that's in there, I think kind of deadens a bunch of the sweetness that comes out of this, which is something that we will probably revisit again because at some point I know that Mrs. Daisy will be doing the coconut sour just to let the world know exactly how fabulous it is.
That's my favorite.
And the vodka does play a critical role in that.
It does.
And this plays a critical role in it too, as far as kind of mellows everything all out, makes it very, very, it allows all the rest of the other flavors to shine.
Well, thank you, honey.
There you go.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
If you like what we've done and you want to subscribe, tell a friend, let them know, I'm not a professional bartender. I could read directions. But we're just showing you how you could take an original recipe and tweak it to your flavor profile and make it custom. Just like Cuckoo Daisy is custom for you.
Nice.
Nice shameless plug.
I see what you did there. That's good, honey. Well, we do have fun sitting and thinking of recipes to go with the theme of the kits. We enjoy that. So thank you all very much. I hope you make one of them and enjoy them and have a wonderful holiday season. All right, let's dig in and do some unboxing of our beautiful Nordic Skies collection. I am just like everything flowed together in this kit so beautiful. I was literally having a hard time, at least it felt to me, getting pictures to really capture how beautiful this collection is and how cohesive, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it, love it. It's been a while since we've done a kind of winter feel kit, I guess, winter theme. And so I'm thrilled we were able to put one together for the beginning of this next year, which is crazy to say, isn't it? So this is our January collection, Nordic Skies. I'm going to go through, I'm not going to show you go through every insert we have. I'll just kind of mention them and give you kind of a quick recap of some of them. So our ringed inserts, we have the classic vertical, we have an A5, a B6,
and a personal size. So those are the sizes we have in that. The classic vertical I want to show you because that one is a little bit different than the other three. And this will fit in our daisy planner, as well as, I believe it's the, I don't want to misspeak, but I believe it's the classic happy planner. If I'm wrong, somebody throw it in the comments below and correct me, but I believe that's the size happy planner it will fit in. But you get a vertical layout on here, and then you have the calendar, you have a notes page, and then you have the great stripe page with some of the lists. And then normally this, oh, this is, I was thinking this was my sample, but it's not, it's an actual one. It has the perforation, so you can tear those apart, and you have lists on both sides. So it makes it super easy to take those lists with you. So that is the classic vertical insert. And then we have, like I said, we have the personal and the B6. So and the A5. The A5 and the personal are laid out basically exactly the same, just to scale. So I'm going to show you the A5. So you have your stripe pages, and then you have the backs of the stripe pages. There's just a dot grid. And then you have the weekly pages, the week on 2 pages. And that has an open grid on the back pages, so you could do whatever you want on those. So you have those pages, enough for the whole month. You have a great notes page, a beautiful calendar, and then you have your plan forward and your daily spread. So like I said, the A5 and the personal, those are basically the same. They're just scaled to fit. The only difference, so there's one small different thing that we did in the B6. And this was because we got a lot of feedback on this size and what you wanted. So we made that change. The only difference, so the stripe pages are all the same. The week on 2 pages are vertical in the B6. They are not that way, as I just showed you, the personal and the A5, they are horizontal, but they are vertical in the B6. If you like the horizontal, you could always use this page, this spread, which is the backs of those, to create a horizontal if you wanted to. But that is the only difference. Everything else is exactly the same as the other ones, your daily pages and everything like that. So that is a quick little look at the inserts, the ring inserts. So I should mention the classic vertical comes unpunched. The A5 you can get unpunched, 6-hole or 7-hole. The B6 you can get unpunched or 6-hole, and the personal you can get unpunched or 6-hole as well. So you have options for those. And then if you go into our booklets, you will see, oh, I should mention one thing that we changed also that we got a lot of feedback on. So this will be different in the A5, B6, and the personal because they have the daily pages. It just says daily. So you can have it, evidently a lot of you did not like the to-do on there. So we took that off. So it just says daily, and you can make it whatever, even customize it even further on those. So that was a change starting with the new year that we did. All right, and we have a ton of booklet inserts. So I'm going to go through the sizes real quick, and then I'll show you the interior. The interiors on these are all the same. Again, they're just scaled to fit, but we have a lot of options. So you have an A5, you have a standard, and you have a simple. So the simple dory is the same size as the standard. The simple you can purchase standalone, you can purchase as part of the main planner kit, or the simple comes in the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. So just so you know, That is where this is. And I'll show you the difference in this one in a moment. We have a B6. We have a weeks booklet. That's new. We've had that for a couple months now. We have a personal size. We have the A6 and then the mini. So you have a lot of different options. The sizes and all of that, that's all on the website. So I'm not going to go through all of the sizes on them, but it's all on the website and you can check that out. So a lot of people will buy these, they will dismantle them, take the staples out, cut them, and you can turn any of these into a ring-bound system if you wanted to. All you'd have to do is just cut them apart, punch holes, and you can turn, if you like this layout better, you can turn this into, any of these you can turn into a ring-bound system or disc-bound, whatever you wanted to do. So I'm going to show you, we're going to page through the A5 a minute, and I will show you the layout in here. And it has this great artwork and theme. I love this. There's some night sky, there's some stars, there's the moon, and then of course the cute little winter critters. You have the stripe pages, and this side is always lined, and then it has some of the artwork. Great polar bear, and there's enough on there for the whole month as well. And then the big change that we did a couple months ago was, instead of having this broke up into sections, it is now wide open. So you can customize this and use this exactly the way that you want. There is enough pages in here. There's actually, I believe, 32. So if you counted 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, you could use this as a daily section. So you could just put the date on here and use this as day 1, day 2, and so on. If you liked the lines, super simple, just take some washi tape, add the lines back, even a highlighter with a ruler, you could draw the lines. So it's very easy. It is a lot easier to add those lines in than to take them out. So that's why we made that change. And then the cute little bird. And some more of the moon. And we still have the artwork on along the top. We have a little bit we'll take down along the bottom sometimes, but we wanted to make sure and leave it nice and open. So again, the whole idea of being able to make our inserts work, our inserts and booklets work for just as many people as we can by making it so you can customize them. A lot of people like to use these as journals or art journals, but a lot of people also use them for daily planning, so you can do that now. Super cute. And then the pretty little snowflakes. And then some more of the stars, and then the back page, which I love that as well. So like I said, all of them are like this inside, except for the only difference is going to be the mini does not have the calendar on the front because it is so mini. It does have all of the other stuff. It's just, again, it's just proportioned, but it has this on the front instead of the calendar. And then let me show you the difference in all of these inserts. So all of these inserts that I've shown you, the booklets and the ring inserts, can be purchased separately. You can subscribe to them separately, or you can subscribe to them with the main planner kit. So all of these give you that option. So again, our standard and our simple. The standard is just like the A5 that I just showed you, same layout, same format. The simple Dory is different in that it is designed a little bit more for memory keeping. And that is why this is also included in the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. But we do offer it. Some people like to use it for planning or art journaling. So we do offer it with the main planner kit if you want. But as you can see, this is the one that is set up a little bit different. There's pattern paper usually on one side and a grid or lined paper on the other. There's a few pages that have that are completely open, and so on. So it has less of a structured feel to it. So that is the only one that's different. That's the Simple Dory. And again, this is also part of the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. So that is a look at all of the insert options we have and some of the artwork that is in them. If you want to look at all the pages, obviously on the website under the current kit listing, you can see the pictures there as well. Next up is our main planner kit. And the main planner kit you can purchase on its own without an insert, or you can purchase it with any of the inserts that I just showed you. So you get that option. And I want to start out by mentioning one of our boxes of washi tape has taken a little detour and has not arrived at the shop yet. And that happens to be the shipment that has our main planner washi tape, which is this adorable penguin washi tape. So I do not have the roll to show you, but I did print this out. A lot of you liked when I printed out the pen last month. So this time I printed out a little swatch of the adorable penguin washi tape. So you will be getting a roll of that in this kit as well. I just don't have it to show you, but I did want to show you my little cheat there of what it would look like. So it has the cute little, well, I shouldn't say penguins, sorry, auks, because as a lot of you know, penguins are not north. Auks are north, so those are auk birds. So anyway, so the little auk washi tape. All right. Oh, there's some fun stuff in here. And I'm really excited about the pen this month. So I'm going to show you this because it is, last year we did a really pretty soft kind of silver gray pen. So that was not just this last December, but the December before, I believe. And so I wanted to do a gold pen. We hadn't done a gold pen yet, and I thought this one was beautiful. It has the little iridescent crystals in it. So you get the beautiful gold pen with the gold hardware. And this pretty clip. And I loved these. We had used these before, the little stars. And so I did a few more this time with the cute little pine cone. I don't know if you can see that, if I'm getting it on the camera or not. Get that right in there. There's a cute little pine cone on there as well. So it has the stars, which goes with the theme, and the little pine cone. So I thought that was really cute. So you get that as well. And then you get our fun little bookmark and sticky note pad set up. So you can use these together or you can use them separately. I like to put the little sticky note pad on there, punch holes in here, and put this right in my planner. If you don't use a ring bound system, you can always tuck it into a pocket. You can use this to wrap washi tape around. If you want to use it as a washi card, you can do that as well. And because January is when a lot of us make resolutions or goals for the next year, that was the theme that we decided to go with our larger sticky note pad. And it has the goal and then the plan. So you put your goal down, whether it be for the day, the week, whatever you want to do, and then how you're going to achieve that goal. So that's the plan. It's always great to have a goal, to have a resolution, but if you don't put down the steps that you're going to take to achieve that goal, chances are you won't make it happen. So that's why we have those two. And then we have the new and improved, and I hope that you all are liking these a lot better. Our refills for our pen. It is still the gel ink, but I do believe that it is working a lot better. It took us a long time to get these sourced and get better ones for you, but I believe those are working a lot better. So again, it is smaller. That's why we include a couple refills, because it is gel. You do go through it faster, and we include a couple of those. You have a pen test and stamp test card, so you can test out your colors, your pen colors, your marker colors, or even your stamping ink. And what I wanted to do, for those of you who don't necessarily use it for that, originally we had that on both sides. I thought it would be fun to make one side more of just a cute little note card that you can use in your planner. If you don't use this side, then you can use the other side. So again, trying to make everything as useful as possible. And the cute little notepad. So you get that. And then this, which I am super excited about. So this is an A6 size, and every main planner kit gets one of these. We may have a couple extra to put in the store, but this is not a standalone item. This comes in the main planner kit, and it is a 12-month calendar. So the way that it's set up, you have the pages in the front for dates to remember, so you could put one for each month if you want to write out birthdays and things like that. So you have those pages, and then you go to the calendars, and these are dated, so you can tuck this right into your planner or your pouch, and you can write down anything that's coming up. I know sometimes it's hard because our inserts you only get one ahead, and some people like to plan forward more than that. Then this kind of gives you that great option to make notes for things that are coming up for the entire year. So you get the whole year in here. And then I believe there's one more note page on the back. So you get that entire calendar booklet in the kit. And then let's take a peek at our die cut stickers. And always remember, these are stickers. You just peel the backing off. And it is that beautiful. The artwork is just so gorgeous. And I love our color palette. The blues and the grays. There's a little bit of purple in here, and there's a little bit of that rust color as well. A little chickadee. And then you get, there's a couple of moths. So they are not butterflies. They are supposed to be moths because it's nighttime. And then we have some of the tabs. Of course, those fold in half, and so you have 6 of those. So you get all of those as well. So you get the die cuts. And then the stickers, and there are 3 sticker sheets that you will get. So you get the fun, just kind of artwork stickers. And then you get another tab. There's some ring reinforcers on here. These along here you can use any way that you want to as just little headers or whatnot, but they are designed to fit on the tabs. So these will fit in this area on the tabs. You have dates, you have the fun little icons, and then some of the days of the week. There's a nice alpha, some more dates, and then just some nice box stickers as well. So you get those, and then let's take a look at the beautiful pattern papers. So you get that beautiful night sky, and this is just kind of a pretty lavender dot. And this one, if you look closely, they're little snowflakes. And then you get the cute little scene. That one, and then this one I think is so pretty. It has the birds and the little moths and that pretty pink. And then I loved this nice neutral grid. I thought this just paired so well with everything, and you could add a lot to this as far as if you wanted to layer things. So I thought that was really pretty just to have that nice neutral grid. So those are the 3 pattern papers. So you get all of that in the main planner kit, also with the roll of washi. And then you can get that main planner kit again as a standalone or with an insert. So let's move on, and I'm going to move this off to the side a minute, and I'm going to show you the planner add-on kit. Just set all of this over here. So this is the planner add-on kit, and the planner add-on kit is obviously designed to work with the main planner. It just has some of the little fun little extras that you would use. There's more stickers in here, and it will work with any planner system that you have. That's the beauty of this. Again, it just kind of has those fun extras that work with everything. And not one, but 2 rolls of washi in the kit this month. Get that out. So you get a nice gray mild liner, and it has the chisel tip on the one side and then the fine point on the other. And I loved the gray. I thought the gray was just perfect for this kit. And then you get this pretty lavender, and it's the skinny. So as I mentioned when I was talking about the Dory booklets, how they're all wide open, and if you want to add sections, you could use skinny washi tape. This is the perfect size to do that with. And then there's this pretty night sky. I wanted to really unroll it so you could see all of it. Isn't that pretty? So it has the navy and then the dark plum, and it goes to kind of that mauve color. See if I can roll it back up without tearing it. So you get both of those rolls of washi tape, and then you get this little guy. And I say this all the time. I'm just always blown away at the detail. Let me see if I can make sure you see the detail on that of our little auk. Isn't he cute? It's just beautiful. I can't wait for you to see that in real life. And then something new that we've done. These are really fun. Now, we did not make these plastic because they have a little bit of a gloss to them. So there's going to be a little bit of drying time, but I didn't want them to be plastic so they'd be harder to write on. I would recommend using like a Sharpie or a permanent type ink. So I would do that before just to make sure that they don't smear. But they're a heavyweight cardboard, and they're die cut so that they can slide onto the side of your page. So if you looked at, I did a reel where I showed how I started to set up my January kit, and you could see where I slid that onto one of the pages in the insert. But it just is a little bookmark like that. And then you can put a little title here, and then you can do a habit tracker for the whole month if you wanted to, or if you wanted to break that down into days or weeks, however you want to use it. But there's 2 of those included in there. So you get those as well. And you get this beautiful sheet of rub-ons. And I know how much y'all love the rub-ons. So you get the rub-on sheet. So we started including that in the planner add-on. That will probably be a regular thing, I think, because so many of you who do planning loved it just as much as our memory keeping people. And then, of course, our die cut stickers, the beautiful deer. Remember, these, you can use them as is, as die cuts, or you can peel off the back and use them as stickers. So a lot of the pretty little artwork, some more of the stars. I love that little owl. It's a little bird, another little bird, and there's this cute little jar. And then just some leaves. And then we have some of the little mini tabs. So these are just like our other tabs in that you would use them. You would fold them and use them as a tab like that. Just sandwich your paper in between and you have a little tab. It's nice if you want to subdivide a section, or if you have a smaller booklet or anything like that, then you can use the smaller little tabs. And let me just show them all to you so you can see all the pretty patterns and all of the great colors. So you get those as well. And then you get this cute little pack of note cards with the sayings. So you get 2 of them with the sayings. You get the one with the swatches, and the swatches are always nice if you want to try and match colors on markers, ink, anything like that. You have that. And then you get a 4x6 one, and this one says focus on the step in front of you, not the whole staircase. And then the sticker sheet. So you get this smaller sticker sheet, which has the cute little, the little shipping one, reveal day, and then just like your to-do list, New Year's Day, no spend day. So just lots of great little kind of like appointment or reminder stickers. And then you get this one with the alpha, the small icons, and then the dates. And then this one has the days of the week and the little flags. And then you get one that just has the fun artwork. And then you get another one. And this one, the way that we've designed these, you can use these just however you want in your planner. You can use them as headers. You can use them any way you want in your planner. But the other thing that we've done with them is made them to work with the sticky notepad. So if you do get the main planner, these can be goals. So you can take this, for instance, try new recipes. That could be a goal. You can take that sticker, put that in here for your header on your little notepad, and then figure out your plan of action for that. You know, like once a week, I'm going to do a new recipe, or write those recipes down, or whatever. Set a nighttime routine. Again, you can fit that in here. So these are designed to work with the sticky notepads. So it's a fun way that we've created stuff. We try to make everything so cohesive and everything work together, so it takes a lot of the guesswork out of things for you, and it makes things very functional as best we can. Of course, we love things to be pretty and decorative, but we also want them to be functional. So that sticker set will work with this notepad from the main planner kit. So that, I wanted to make sure and mention that because it's a fun way to help you use and set those goals for the year. So that is a look at the planner add-on kit. Next up is the classified planner kit. And again, this works with the main planner and the planner add-on. It is a fun, it's just another fun add-on kit that will, like I said, it will work with those. But like the planner add-on, it can be completely standalone, and you can use these pieces with whatever system you have. And we like to call it classified and package it so it can be a little surprise for you. So if you do want to keep it a surprise, make sure that you walk away or skip ahead so you do not see what is in this. But I'm going to open it up and I'm going to show you what is in here. We've got, so in the planner add-on, there was a highlighter in the gray. In this kit, we have a click pen in this beautiful blue. I think it's called a smoky blue. But so that is a nice click pen. It's got kind of a medium point, I would say. And it's very pretty. Let me give you, actually, let me just do this. So you can get an idea of the point size and you can get an idea of the color. Isn't that pretty? And it's just, it goes perfect with the collection. And then you get a roll of, and this is like a petite little simple snowflake. So I think in the pictures it's hard to see because it looks more kind of like a dot, but it is like a really simple little snowflake. And it's kind of that tone on tone with the two blues. And then you get our cute little clip topper. And that goes with our magnetic clips, which we sell in the store if you don't have one. But it clips onto that. I don't have one in front of me at the moment. That's what that little button is for. And beautiful bow clip in that blue. And then you get a calendar card. And this one we added a little bit of color to this time. And make sure when you get these, it has, and I'm not gonna fidget with it too much, but it has a clear protectant on the back that you're gonna wanna peel off. So you wanna peel that off when you get it. You can just kind of work at it a little bit with your nail or with an X-Acto knife, and you can get it to peel back. But y'all don't wanna watch me sit and fiddle. So you can, that is a cute little clear calendar card. For January, you can throw that in a little pocket. You can use it as a bookmark. You can wrap washi tape around it as well. And you get a set of, or a pad of, a little sticky note pad. And this one is the moon, and it says, "Fly me to the moon." And those, that is a sticky note pad, so it has the sticky on the top. So you have that. Our cute little Simon card. And it's New Year's resolution to stay awesome. So we have that. And then some fun sticker sheets. There's this one with just these beautiful kind of night sky scenes, some of the fun little critters, and then the days of the week. So you have those as well. You get a set of 2, and I love these pockets. I think I would put these in every month if I could, if I didn't think you guys would get sick of them. So there's a large and a small, so depending on whatever size planner you use, you can use both or one or however you want to do it. This has that pretty, this is actually one of the pattern papers, this writing, and then the little stars, and then the cute little owl. So you get those 2. They are adhesive, so they're easy to use. So you get a set of 2 of those. And then what we started doing, so you're gonna get this like this, and you may wonder what this card is for. We've started including that in a classified planner kits to make sure that our overlays and our vellums do not get bent. So we just slide that in the packaging just to keep them nice and flat and keep any of the corners from getting bent during shipping. So that's just what that is. You could use it as a piece of pattern paper, even turn that into a dashboard if you wanted to, because it's so pretty. But that's what that is. You get the beautiful overlay, and it's got that, the Northern Lights with the deer. Isn't that pretty? So this is the front, this is the back. So it has that, so pretty. And I love how when you look at it, it's, when you get it in real life, you'll be able to see it a little bit better, but there's a silhouette of the trees in there as well. And then the beautiful gold foiled star vellum. Isn't that pretty? So you get that as well. So it's a fun little kit. It's got just kind of these fun little extras that you can use to add in your planner. And that is the classified planner. Moving on to the memory keeping side of our collection, I'm going to share with you the Modern Memory Keeping Kit. Now, the Modern Memory Keeping Kit is designed to work with any kind of memory keeping you want to do, whether that's memory planning, 12 by 12 layouts, traditional scrapbooking, mini albums, cards, pocket scrapbooking, pocket memory keeping, any and all of it can be done with the Modern Memory Keeping Kit. And I create a video tutorial, so make sure you check that out. It might not be up yet. I'm running behind on all of my videos. Apologize for that. But the tutorial video will be up. If it's not up yet, it will be up soon. And I go over a couple of layouts or items that I create using this kit. And I will show them to you in a minute as well. But every month I do something a little different just to kind of give you a variety. I usually try and do at least one 12 by 12 and then something different, whether it's a mini album or I do a spread in my Daisy planner for my memory planning. And this month I did something really different. So I'll show you that in a minute. We do not have, all I have at the moment when I'm filming these is our stamp samples. So I don't have the finished ones to show you. I apologize for that. You can see clear pictures of these on the website, but you do get an idea. So you will get the stamp set in the kit. I just didn't want to put it in here because you never know if you get a little bit of the ink on something, because I have used these. But they're these great circles that and half circles that you can combine and use all together. And that is another video, I'm talking about that we post. I do a video where I show the stamp sets for that month. I show how to use them and layer them. I show them how to use it as an individual set for each kit, because there's one for the Traveler's Notebook as well. And then I show how to use them together and get a lot of mileage out of your stamp sets. So if you're new to stamping, or you're kind of stuck or in a rut with stamping, make sure you check out my stamping videos, because I really do enjoy showing you ways on how to really stretch these and get a lot more mileage out of your stamp sets and layer them. So be watching for that. That will be up soon as well. So you get this stamp set with your modern memory keeper kit. So let's take a look at all of there. And there's a ton. Look at all that. There's so much in here. So you get a set of these beautiful gold foil edged, if I can get it open, vellum stars. And you get 2 of each size. So you get a small, medium, and large. So you get those. Super pretty. You get a set of die cut stickers. And I will just kind of quick go through these. If I can get them all out, because there's a couple small ones in here. So I will just lay those out for you. That one says, "Oh, Snow." That one says, "Just Shine." There's a few decorative ones in here as well. A cute little owl. A couple little accents. Just kind of, there's a bunch of them in here, so I'm going to just lay them on here. There's some moths, some cute little sayings. And then one thing I did want to point out, because we are human and it does happen, we have proofreaders. Once in a great while, things slip past us, and I apologize for it, but it does happen. And this little one right here says January 2022. That is supposed to say, obviously, January 2023. So I apologize. You're going to have one die cut that you're going to want to, I don't know, just place something else over it, or cut it off, or stick it behind a photograph. So you can still use it, but yeah, just we missed that one. So I apologize for that. It happens. As I said, we're not perfect, and we do have 3 of us proofreading everything, and it just got by all 3 of us. So then we also have, and this is something new, these great little file folders. So you get a set of 6 of these. You fold them in half, and they are little file folders. Great for tucking a photograph in, adding journaling, whatnot. They are not adhesive bagged, because you want to be able to use them in a 3-dimensional way. So like I said, you get 6 of those. So you get 2 of the pink, 2 of the gray and white striped, and then 2 of kind of this periwinkle color with the stars on it. So they are just little file folders. Super cute. So you get a set of those. And then I will go through the cards in a minute. You get the beautiful glitter dots, a set of the little mini puffy alphas in blue, and a set of chipboard stars. And some of these are even foiled. Aren't they pretty? So I just thought that would be so fun to add to a layout. So you get a set of those. You get a set of the regular chipboard as well. You get a sheet of rub-ons. So we all love our rub-ons. And I'm going to show you the paper, and then I'll show you the cards. So you get 6 sheets of the pattern paper. They are double-sided. So this way you get 2 of each. You don't have to decide which pattern you love more. You don't have to, you can use both sides. So those are the pattern papers. And then let's take a look at, there's a lot in this kit. So the 4x6 cards, I'll just go through and show you those real quick. These are 4x6. You get 4 of those, and then you get 24 of the 3x4 cards. And I'm just gonna real quick show you those. And we throw in a few kind of fun ones. Hopefully nobody gets offended, but I think they're funny. Like this one, the In My Head constructs witty and insightful answers to interview questions for when I'm famous. Ordering at a restaurant, please, I the soup want. So I think that's super cute. That is just funny. So there's sayings. Some of them have just pretty artwork. And again, you can use these for anything. I'll show you an example in a moment of how I used a couple of them on my layouts. You can use them as little bits of pattern paper. They make great bits and pieces for journaling, or even on cards. They're great for adding onto, just take some of the pattern paper, fold it in half, put a card on the front, one of the pocket cards on the front, and you've got a homemade card ready to go. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use these. You can make these into gift tags. So I love that about them. I think they're very, very versatile. You don't have to use them just for pocket journaling. So that is everything that you get in the Modern Memory Keeping Kit. So I wanted to show you, I made a 12x12 layout. Make sure I get all of that in there so you can see it. And I used the pattern paper here. And then this is one of those cards. And I just cut it to look like a tag. I used the little solid circle to stamp in the hole by the tag. Added a die cut. I cut some of the moths out of the pattern paper and put them on there. I stamped the highlights word from there, added some journaling, and then my my little alphas. So super simple and easy to do, but I love how that layout turned out. I love the colors in it. And then I wanted to do something different. So a lot of times I'll get done making layouts. I'll have bits and pieces and scraps left. And I want to not necessarily do another 12x12, but I don't want to do a mini album. And I thought it would be fun to show you how to do a smaller size. And so I started doing that, and then I was like, well, I want to maybe do this on a regular basis. It was kind of fun. So I have this set up, and this is using pages from the Minimalist collection. So I have this because I was just playing around with the Minimalist collection. And so I have this set of inserts, and I thought, well, this could be a fun little kind of art journal album if I wanted to use it. So that's what I thought I would do. So I created a layout. Excuse me. And what I did, I challenged myself. Because generally when I work on a layout, like a 12 by 12 or even a pocket or a mini album, I really take my time and try and really think design-wise and balance and all of those things. So it takes me a little bit to get them just the way I want them. I challenged myself with this one, and I don't think we've posted it yet. I actually did this, I videotaped myself doing it, and it literally took just a couple of minutes to do. So the challenge was to create a layout and just pull things, not overthink it. And I think that's a fun, creative challenge as well. And I thought just doing kind of the whole collage type of idea, I think I'm going to do that more often. I really enjoyed the process. It was nice to not have to sit and think and overthink and draw it out and to just grab stuff and go. And I had some leftover pieces that I put on here. And like I said, that little video, I may tack it on the end of the tutorial that I do as well. So you'll be able to see it when that gets posted. But it's just a smaller size. I took one of the weekly pages from our minimalist collection. I added a photograph. I just tore some paper, added one of the note cards, did a little stamping, and that's really about it. And it came together super fast. So again, that just gives you another option in how to use all this product in your memory keeping. There's so many different ways that you can use it. And again, this is the Modern Memory Keeping Kit. This is the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. And unlike the Modern Memory Keeping Kit, this kit comes with a booklet in it, and it's called The Simple Dory. And the booklet is, it's meant to make, you create a booklet. You can do this every month. You can do it for a special occasion. You can do it for a trip. You can do it however you want. It can be art journaling. But it includes this booklet, and it's all self-contained. So it makes it very, very easy for you to record something. This kit is perfect if you want to do this type of thing on the go as well. Just keep it all in its folder, take it with you, maybe an acrylic block and some ink and a pen, pair of scissors, adhesive, and you're good to go. You could literally set that all up on the go if you wanted to. So it comes with the booklet, and I'm going to show you the booklet a minute first. And this is our Simple Dory. And again, as I mentioned with the Travelers, or with the Modern Memory Keeping Kit, I only have my sample for the stamp set, so I apologize. And that's why I don't want it in here. There's ink, I don't want it to get on things. But you can see we're continuing on with our theme. This time we did include the little box. There's a January, there's a 1 for the month, there's some little stars and a snowflake, and it has some of the circle bits as well. So you get that stamp set. You will get a stamp set in the kit. And also make sure you check out my stamping video where I give you some ideas on how to layer and use that. So I'm just going to page through here so you can get an idea of what the booklet looks like, the way that it is set up, and then I will show you a couple of the layouts that I did using the kit. There's the moth, so it has all that great pattern paper. Some are blank, so you can use them however you want. Totally up to you. And then there's the back. You can also take off the craft cover if you don't want to use that. And like what I did for my December daily, I completely took it apart, cut it down the middle, and then punched holes and turned it into a mini album. So you can do that with it as well. So you do get the booklet. Whoop. As I move everything all over. You get, I love this washi tape. This is a birch look. Make sure I peel it off here right. So it has this birch tree or birch bark. Isn't that pretty? I think that's like, I think one of my top favorite ever washi tapes. I love that. So you get a roll of that. You get the set of gold foil edged stars. You get 2 of each size. Get the small, medium, and large. And then you get the file folders. And I did a layout using these, so you'll be able to see these in action a minute. And you get 6 of those. So you get 2 of each color. And you just fold them over, and they're little mini file folders. Super cute. So you get those as well. You get a set of the glitter dots. You get a set of the mini alphas, and this is kind of a taupe, kind of dove gray color. Get those. You get 4 of our Traveler's Notebook memory keeping cards, and these are designed to fit right in the Simple Dory on a page. So it gives you a great jumping off point, easy, simple. That's the whole purpose of this, is to be able to create layouts very quickly. And that's why we include those 4 cards as well. I love that one. So some of them are plain, some have quotes, of course the great artwork. And you get a set of die cuts. Pull these out. And again, these are stickers. Always remember that most of our die cuts, unless I mention it, have adhesive on the back, so you can use them as is, or you can use them as a sticker. And I like this, the Hello Slow Cooker Season. I think that's super cute. So you get a variety. There's little tags. Some are images, some are little sayings. So the candid moments. Oh, there's a bunch of them. January chapter 1 of 12. I think that's cute. Isn't it real? So if you were going to start a book even of like resolutions, you could do that. Like, my resolution is to not make resolutions. I like that one. Wintertime is magical. And then I like this little circle one. I used that one as well on a layout. And then that one says today was amazing. And January, and then currently hibernating, and that will be me. I'm not a winter person. The chipboard, to get a sheet of the chipboard, and the chipboard is different from the chipboard that's in the Modern Memory Keeping Kit. It's the same die lines, but the images and the sayings are all different. The rub-ons are different as well. So you get a sheet of rub-ons, and then you get the patterned paper. So you get the 6 sheets of pattern paper as well. So all of that is in the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. And then let me show you a couple of the layouts I did. And again, this tutorial will be up, and I'll talk about the layouts and how I created them. But I just wanted to give you a quick little peek, because I wanted to show you these little file folders in action. Aren't they cute? I love this. So I tucked the little photographs in there. I tucked the little tag with a little bit of journaling. I did some stamping on here. There's some rub-ons. So I think the little, you could even, I think it would be cute. You could turn these almost into like a little teeny mini album. Would be a lot of fun. But there's a lot of different ways that you could use those. You could cut them apart and just run them down the side. You can use them that way as well. But I used them as little file folders to commemorate our first big snow of the season. And then I did this layout. Nate with his new puppy dog. And there's some rub-ons. I used these great gold foil stars. And then this shows you a little bit of how I used the stamp set on there. And again, there's some stamping down here, and a little bit of rub-ons as well. So there's a couple ideas on how to use some of the product in this great booklet. So that is the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. Rounding out the memory keeping side of the collection is the Classified Memory Keeping Kit. And again, this is like the Classified Planner in that it is extra little bits and bobs that work well with any sort of memory keeping that you do. And like I said, as we did with the Classified Planner, it is a secret. We like to keep it as a surprise if that's what you want. So again, skip ahead if you do not want to know what is in here. So this is the Classified Memory Keeping Kit. And just like our washi tape from the main planner that decided to take a little detour, we also have some other things that decided to take a detour. And one of those is our package of alpha stickers. So we have a package of die cut alpha stickers. Obviously they're not in a sheet like this. They will all be die cut separately, but I just wanted to show you, and this is my home printer. It'll be a little darker than this, but so you get an idea of the alphabet and the size and so on. So this is, you will get a set of alpha die cuts in a package like this when you get your Classified Memory Keeping Kit. You will also get a yard of this beautiful velvet ribbon and that pretty blue, which matches perfectly. So I like to use the ribbon. You can use it on a layout. I like to use it if I create a mini album. It's a lot of fun to tie the mini album closed. It's also fun to use it at the top of the oversized tags. I'll show you those in a minute. You get a set of these fun watercolor vellum stickers. And the idea behind these, I thought they would be fun. You know, when you're doing a lot of layering, it's nice to have little stuff like this that you can tuck behind a photo or with the stars, just little bits and pieces. And I thought those would be nice to do that with. So you get a sheet of those, and you get a sheet of the chipboard stars, and some of those are foiled because I love those. So we added another sheet of those in here. And then you get the set of 3 oversized tags. And I use these as bookmarks all the time in my planner kit, actually, or in my planner. So let's just get cozy and stay inside. This moment right here, and then the cute one with the little auk bird on it. And then you get a set of die cut stickers, and these are mostly just artwork. So you have the beautiful deer and the tree, some of the pretty greenery as well. I should say foliage. It's not necessarily green because it's winter time. The little birds and the moths and the moon. I think that's really pretty. There's a couple more of the moth. Some snowflakes, our cute little fox and our cute little owl. And then there's a couple birds as well. Disregard my noisy dog in the background if you can hear her. And then you also get a sheet of each of the planner papers. So if you're a memory keeper, you're getting the memory keeping papers in the TNMK or the Modern Memory Keeping Kit. It's nice to have the option with this one. We include the pattern paper that comes from the planner. That way you kind of get a variety of all of the patterned papers. So you get 1 sheet of each of those in the kit as well. And don't forget, you do get the alphas as well. I apologize, I don't have one to give you to show you. I don't have one so I can show you. So that is a look at the Classified Memory Keeping Kit. we're going to end our unboxing with a few of the other kind of extra things that we offer as subscriptions. So I'll get to the stickers last. I want to show you our beautiful 12 by 12 pattern papers. So you can subscribe to just the papers and you get 12 sheets of paper. That's 2 of each double-sided design. Or you can subscribe to the scrapbooking kit. The scrapbooking kit will have the 12 sheets of paper along with a variety of items from the memory keeping kits. It's never the same each month. It's usually just kind of assorted bits and pieces that we have left over from the memory keeping kits that we turn into a scrapbooking kit. So you can get the papers on their own, or you can get them with the scrapbooking kit. So I'm just going to go through and show you all of these gorgeous papers. I think this one is my favorite. The moths. And then the pretty script. We like to always make sure that we have complementing patterns, meaning there's bold patterns, there's small patterns. You want to be able to mix and match. Like these three together are so pretty. That one is adorable as well. And then that has the petite little snowflakes on it. Another night sky. And then this one with the birds and the moths as well. So that is a look at the 12 by 12 papers. Those. And then our dashboards. Now our dashboards, and I need to grab, actually, hold on, because I used a couple. So I'm going to grab my planner and show you. So our dashboard kit or set has 12 pieces. You get 6 of the A5 and 6 of the personal. They are the same pattern or the same artwork, just in the 2 different sizes. So I'm going to show you the A5 size, and I have a couple of them in here. So I'm going to actually take these out. So disregard the fact that I have tabs on them and I've punched holes in them. They do not come punched. You have to do that yourself. But so I'm going to go through these and show them. So again, disregard the tabs because I already started setting those up for video. This one I think is my absolute favorite. But this is the A5 size. Some people will frame these. You can cut them up. You don't have to use them as the size that they are at. Some of them I use as bookmarks, like this one I could cut down and use as a bookmark. You could even use this in memory keeping or art journaling if you wanted to. And so then you have the personal size, and again, it's the same artwork, it's just in the personal size. You get both sets. And I like to use both sizes in my planner. I will use these smaller ones as subdividers in some of my sections. So you get all of those in the dashboard set or dashboard kit, minus the tabs. And then our gorgeous pouch this month. How beautiful is that? It's a cloth one. This is a standalone subscription. So you can subscribe to the pouch every month if you want to. If we do have any left over, we will list them in the store. They usually sell out pretty quickly. So I would advise, if you are a pouch person, to subscribe to that so that you don't miss out. And we go back and forth. Sometimes they're the clear plastic. Sometimes they are the fabric. And this one has the saying on the front: the more you love your decisions, the less you need others to love them. And then on the back, it just has the pretty greenery or the sprigs on it, the little branches. So that is the beautiful pouch for this month as well. And then the stickers. And we have a lot of stickers. So I'm going to go through these just real quick. If you want to know more about the box sizes on the stickers or kind of what they're meant for, we do have on our YouTube channel, I go a little more in depth into all of the kits, and there is one about the stickers. There is a video about the stickers where I talk about the measurements of all the boxes. So check that out if you want a little bit more information. I'm not going to do that here. I'm just going to quick show you and mention the names of them so that you know. This is the Calendar Daisy Week sticker kit. You get these two. These work with a Hobonichi system, the week's size, and it will work on the calendar in your Hobonichi. So that's what that is for. You get those two. This is the Daisy Weeks sticker kit. And again, this works with Hobonichi Weeks. It works with our week's size booklet as well. And you get 6 sheets for that. You get those. And then next we have the memory keeping sticker kit. And you get these little vellum sayings. And what I like about these is these are great for layering to make small titles. So like the January is, and then you could use a larger alpha to finish off a title with those. So that's what I really like about, or that's how I like to use those. And I'll just lay these down so you get some of the boxes, some of the little labels. You get some word stickers or phrase stickers. You get some numbers. You get some of the fun decorative ones. You get a great alpha. And then you get the beautiful quotes on the vellum sheet as well. These are always some of my favorites too. So this is the memory keeping sticker kit. And the memory keeping sticker kit is just one of those, you can use it really kind of for anything. But again, check out the other video to give you the box sizes so you know if they will fit in your particular application. This is the planner sticker kit. You get the little vellum dots, and you get the boxes on here as well. Some more dates. This has some fun little reminder stickers on there too. Some flags, the weekend, some of the decorative. Your hydrates, your half boxes, there's a few word stickers, and then your sheet of vellum. And these have the little watercolor bits as well as some of the vellum strips. Okay, that is the planner sticker kit. That's what that one is. And again, if you go on our website, you can find pictures of these if you want to be able to sit and study them a little bit closer as well. So they are listed all on the website. This is the Bible journaling sticker kit, made for Bible journaling, faith journaling, that sort of thing. So there's some decorative, and then there's some word stickers, there's some sticker strips, some dates, some of the beautiful boxes, an alpha set, and then you have a set with the vellum with scripture on here as well, and then there's a few other little vellum strips at the bottom. That is the Bible journaling sticker kit. Then we have the classic planner sticker kit. As you can tell, little different size boxes on these. Some more of the trackers and the little reminders. There's some decorative and dates. Some more of the flags and the icons. This one has a half sheet of alphas and the sticker strips. And then again, you get that great vellum sheet with some of the quotes and the little vellum strips as well. That is the classic planner sticker kit. We have a huge variety of sticker kits, so something should definitely work for whatever you do as far as planning or even memory keeping or memory planning if you combine the two. These are the Daisy add-on sticker kit. These just are a fun addition. They work with anything. They're for anything. They work with anything. And you get this pretty kind of distressed alpha, and then some of the vellum quotes, some great boxes and labels, and then a whole sheet of decorative. So you get those. That is the Daisy add-on sticker kit. So that is everything. That is a huge collection every month, I have to say. Dashboards, pouch, and everything else. Make sure that you, after you've watched this unboxing, we do a live every reveal night, which is the 28th at about 8 p.m. Mr. Daisy and I hop on and we chit chat. We can answer any questions you have about any of the product. If you have any questions about the cocktail that Mr. Daisy has made, or just any questions in general, we just have a good time. So make sure you check out our live chat. That is in our Cocoa Daisy fan page on Facebook. We do a live chat, so check that out. Also, make sure that you hit like, subscribe, and comment. We love it when you do that. It helps promote Cocoa Daisy and gets the word out about us. So thank you so much. I hope that you have enjoyed taking a deeper dive into this collection and getting a look at it. And I will see you next month.